Hello and welcome back to PA Academy. So this is the drawing 1 under isometric drawing. In the first part of this video, we looked at the introduction into isometric drawing. So if you missed that part, can't you check the description of this video to watch that particular video. So now in this first drawing, this is what we are going to be replicating. This is an isometric drawing of a box. So I'm going to be putting you through how to draw this particular one. So before we get into this video, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, PA Academy, please take out time to click on that subscribe button at the lower right of your screen. It's absolutely free to subscribe. Alright, so thank you very much if you have just done that. Alright, so now let's get into this video. So I already have my T-square placed on my drawing board. So what I'm going to do now, so I'm going to be using this space to replicate this. So the first thing I want to do is to draw a straight line. And like I said in the introduction, you are going to start with, especially if you are a beginner, it's advisable you start with a faint line. That is a faint line, like the lines that I'm having here. Even though my lines to me is not very faint, but I made it like this so that you can see it. If I should make it more faint than this, it will not appear well in the camera. So make sure you start with a faint line. Then after the drawing, you bring out the main diagram. You draw it with an outline. Don't worry, you are going to understand more as we progress in this video. So now I've already drawn my straight line. So the next thing I'm going to bring is, I'm going to bring my set square. So I'll place it like this. So I'll make sure it is resting on my T-square. So I'll draw this vertical line. So for what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be using faint lines. So I already have this line. So now we'll note the point of intersection here. This point of intersection represents this points here, those points here. So I'll bring in my set. So note how I'm placing the set square. Remember I said it's 30 degrees. The isometric drawing deals with 30 degrees. The horizontal axis or the horizontal side at angle of 30 degrees. So this is the 30 degrees. So if you want it in this like this, you place it like this. Then if you want it like this, you place it like this. So we are not going to be making use of this side because this is 60 degrees. So I hope that is clear. So once you have gotten that point, you place your set square on your T-square. You adjust it to where it is touching this point, where this vertical and horizontal line meets. So from there, you draw a line. I hope you can see it. Let me just make it a little. Let me just draw so that you can see it properly. So then you turn it like this. You do the same thing. So it's also important to note that when you are placing your set square on your T-square, make sure your set square don't go under your T-square. Is what I mean. Sometimes when you place, especially if your board is not is not properly smooth, or maybe for some reason or the other, you might have a situation whereby your set square might just find its way under your T-square, and if you don't pay attention to that, it will affect your overall result. So now that we already have this line, which is at 30 degrees already, so now let's take the measurements. So this is so all the sides are at 4 centimeters. They are at 4 centimeters. So what we'll do, so let me just take the measurement. So 4 centimeters is same as 40 millimeters. So for 4 centimeters, so this is it. This is 4 centimeters here. And then my 4 centimeters is here. So let me adjust this. And then my 4 centimeters is here. So those are the only 3 things that we need to measure. So the rest you see how we are able to. So you bring back your set square and make sure it is resting properly on the edge. I've explained that in the introduction of this video. So once that is done, you bring back your set square. So you make sure it is resting on the T-square. So you can just slide it till when we get to this point. You see this point where we've measured our 4 centimeters. So once you get there, you know, like I said, you're going to start with the faint lines. So you can draw a line like this, like we are having here. You turn it the other way. So it will look like this. Now we place it like in this direction. Just pay attention to how I'm setting my T-square. I mean the set square rather. So where we mark our 4 centimeter here, this is the point. So you adjust your set square there. So you draw a line from this to come and touch this line here. We are going to do the same thing here, where we have our 4 centimeter. So currently our drawing is looking like this. So we've been this side, this is it. So what we are going to do is this. Now you place your set square again, you adjust it to come and touch where this particular line is touching the top of this line. You draw a line like this. So now you turn it like this again. So we had at this point, so this point, this is it here. So now if you are using faint line, this is what you're going to have. So the next thing for us now is to use our ruler to now make sure that we bring out, make the main cube that we've just drawn, to make it bold. So in doing that, I'll just have to go over the main drawing itself. So this side, and then for this vertical side. So with this now we've already replicated this. So let's show our dimensions. So let me indicate the dimensions here. So this is 4 centimeter. And then 4 centimeter. So this is this now we've been able to replicate this. Now you see all these lines that you are seeing here. If you just make sure you draw your own with that's initially before you start to draw out the main box itself, make sure they are faint line so that it will not be too obvious like this. I think maybe we'll pay attention to that in the next part of this video. But the reason why I made it, you know, a little more bold is so that you can see it. If I should make it very faint, you might not see it in the camera, but I'll let it a little more faint than what we are having here. So this is how we go. We've been able to replicate this in this first part. So that is it for the first part of this. This is the drawing 1. So let's pay attention. Let me just note it here. This is drawing 1. This is drawing 1. So next part we are going to be going to drawing 2, and that drawing 2 will be coming up on your screen immediately after this video. So thank you very much. If you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are yet to subscribe, do make sure you subscribe to this channel. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next part of this drawing. That's drawing 2.